stand ready for my coming, worm.
Are you watching Invincible?
I know the first episode came out. I watched it with my girlfriend, and I didn't want to watch it without her. I already did that to Goliath. I watched that without her, and I feel bad. I feel guilty, like I hide it.
I need to bring it up, and I won't spoil anything. Alan the alien is the big, strong, jacked alien
Seth
who
Rogen.
can speak with his mind.
Rogen. Yeah.
And Omni-Man and Alan the alien are still doing a thing together as they were from the previous season, which I'll keep vague. And we meet Alan the alien's wife. The second we meet her, she fucking jumps on him on the bed, and he's like, whoa, we're not alone here. Anyway, their mission takes a couple of days, and Omni-Man's sleeping on the couch, and you hear Alan the alien and his girlfriend just fucking banging. And it's like kind of funny. He's got the pillow on his head. He can't handle the noise of it and whatnot. And I'm watching this with Colin, a little awkward for me, but whatevs, we're going on. Night 2 rolls around. She is louder and more enthusiastic than she was on night 1. Night 3 rolls around. 4. By night 5, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's rough in here. I'm starting to side with Omni-Man at this point. That this is a rough place.
That's good. They made you identify with a character, see things from his perspective.
You saw like for a pause, like they finally stop, and he goes, oh, and he like starts falling asleep, and then they get right back at it.
Yeah, then they go for round two. Yeah, Alan the alien's got it going on, and so does his girl.
And the best part is Omni-Man has super hearing, so even if they were quiet, he's hearing all that. Yeah, I always imagined what it would be like to be Superman, like the problems, like one of them would be the cacophony of sounds you constantly hear. Even you'd have to get one of those NASA sound rooms that's completely silent, like 0 decibels, one of those sound chambers or something to exist in. But the smells, just going through life, smelling everybody's farts in the everywhere you go, it's just farts and shit, like
bad breath.
Yeah, or bad breath, like stuff smells.
Tortured, murdered, just pure resource extraction. They might as well have been Viltrumites, you know.
Is that what the Viltrumites are up to? Like, is their goal to like take to? Because
I could tell you it was just explained today.
Oh well, okay. Forget that then. I'll learn it tonight when I watch it with my lady. Because, but theorizing here, I've always said that if the Viltrumites showed up, I would surrender immediately and I'd become like a collaborator because they seem like they've got a good deal going. They're like, hey, they're all
Superman.
Okay.
It's like if the Kryptonians, if there was a bunch of them and they rule the whole universe and each one of them is basically an indestructible Superman and they go from planet to planet, be like, you're part of the Empire. Oh no, then I'll like decimate your whole species. I'll end you. And so they rule all these planets. It hasn't really been explained yet, but the way that they sell it, the way that the Viltrumites sell it to when they come to Earth is like, hey, we're the greater good here. Like, sure, you're going to be like under us and part of our empire, and we will rule you, but we're space gods. We're going to lift you up to like the servants of a space god are way better off than humans are.
Like the conquistadors.
Yeah.
It's what it seems like to me, Woody. Like they've got space god technology. They came here from another world, you know. Like I don't know what they want from us. Like maybe they want some pussy. I'm fine with that. There's enough to go around.
I have never seen the Viltrumites treat any non-Viltrumite like their life had value.
Oh, you guys! I've read all the comics and I want to talk so much spoilers, but I don't want to spoil.
I've read
the comics
you guys
too. Probably don't want them.
I just don't remember this little tidbit. I know they're essentially the bad guys. I know what happens at the end and all that stuff. I don't know. I'll get to it tonight.
2 episodes ahead of Kyle in the show.
How does the animation look? I heard it's not as good.
I'm not sensitive to it, but people who are might be frustrated. Like I talked about the scene where Omni-Man had like a pillow trying to end his hearing. It's literally a still shot. I'm like, this is a still shot for 10 seconds or something. Like, is this animated? I'll try not to spoil anything, but there's like an asteroid that goes towards a planet. And I'm like, imagine I took an asteroid picture and just sort of slid it by hand and it didn't move along the way. Like this is, there were areas that
take so long to do? Because they had a year and they've got tens of millions of dollars for sure. It's very popular.
They're North Korean edited.
There was a big scandal. So the animation studio outsourced, and they didn't really check, and some of the animators were literally like working from North Korea.
I didn't know
and
that.
they still sucks, and it still took a long time. Like that. That's
just
what confuses
use AI.
me.
Use AI and like, I don't know what you'd call proofreading a video, but like look at it carefully. Make sure everyone has the right amount of fingers, and like you did, just use AI and get it done faster and better.
Maybe like I would be okay. Like I don't know enough about modern animation, like how they draw a cartoon like Invincible. I've seen those documentaries about how Disney used to do like Alice in Wonderland with these. It's all hand drawn in these huge mats, and then it looked intricate as fuck. It looks more like magic than technology. The stuff they're doing, it's weird. They do this stuff with layered glass, where each layer has a different bit of like paint on it, and they get this visual effect by stacking the glass and everything. But I would imagine modern animation involves something like an iPad and a cursor or something, or maybe you're scanning pencil drawings or something. So it just seems like more bodies thrown at this could just fix it. I mean, I hear about like coding, for example, that like more bodies won't make this go faster.
So yeah, if you imagine like, can more bodies solve a puzzle? Well, if the puzzle is divisible, then probably yes. If it's not, then you can't really just hand a puzzle off from one guy to the next and have him work around the clock and get it done faster. It has to be the guy picking up where he left off.
So for me, the answer to me is like, let's say there's 8 episodes this season. That's what they usually do to us, something like that. Get 8 different animation studios. I don't care if the style is different. I actually enjoy that.
I don't give a shit. I just want my Invincible coming a little bit faster. And quite frankly, I'm not impressed with what the humans are doing right now. Let's give the AI a shot.
If I hear something's handmade, I'm interested, you know, like so I kind of want my games and my movies in particular that if I'm going to pay money for them to also be handmade, because I think it will be of higher quality. For something like this Invincible animation, it seems like you could draw one frame where he pulls the punch back and another frame where like the person gets hit in the face, and the computer could fill in everything in between very accurately every single time. And if it didn't one frame, you're like, hey, too many fingers. Hey, the force lines are fucking out of whack. Tweak that a little bit. 90 degrees, not fucking 45, and just get there. And I'm loving this season of Invincible. That's one of my favorite shows.
Oh yeah, dude.
Superhero show?
Yeah.
Although I have to admit, I saw everybody shitting on the last episode, and I was like, it can't be that bad. And then I watched it and I went, oh my God, it really is that bad.
Yeah, we did a side quest. It felt like the most recent episode could have been from a previous season even, you know, except for like the little bookends where you've got like Mark and his girlfriend's type shit. And you know, obviously there's a spoiler at the end that I won't give away, but 90% of the episode is spent in literal hell, giving us like a lot of nonsense.
Why is the art so ugly?
Dude, I hated it. I love Invincible. You won't find a much bigger Invincible fan than me. I look forward to it. And Colin likes it. It's this thing that we share together. It's kind of nice. He's in a banging mood all day long, either in anticipation or in like post Invincible afterglow.
That's awesome.
We're big fans. This one though, I had to pretend I liked it. The main character does this thing that like Kevin from The Office does, like why use many words when few do. And there must have been 40 minutes of this ridiculous Yoda-like missing word dialogue. I'm on my computer, just like waiting for it to end. I was not loving it.
I liked it more.
I was like shocked at how long some of the scenes were going on. Just like random exposition about how hell works. I don't know.
Yeah. It was this huge exposition dump that like they literally, he's like, Papa squat. This is going to take a minute. And they sit down next to each other on a cliff, and he's like, well, we're in like the 5th or 6th age, and the first age was the old ones, and then and he's breaking this bullshit down with and you would think that they would cut to like animation of these things happening to give us even if it was just like black and white, like remember how the old Dracula movie, like for the war scenes, they just held puppets up in front of a background or something. Like they gave us nothing.
It was worse than that. It's like this 5th hell, heaven fake, hell real, not balanced, people think. And I'm like, what the fuck is this dialogue? It was hard to sit through, I thought.
Yeah, Damon Darkblood is
That's fine.
has a very annoying cadence and speech pattern, very Yoda-esque, and he even says "erms" a lot. He has some like weird thing he says. There's some non-word reaction that's annoying. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. And I want to get back to like the fucking intergalactic space war that is like coming. And I guess I care that, you know, there's a pregnancy, that, you know, all that stuff. But overall, like, I'm loving the whole season. Like, I think I like the fights. I like Mark's family dynamic.
Why is the arc so terrible?
It's fast.
Why does it look so bad?
What do you mean? It's animation, man. They got to cut some corners to like get the shit out.
It's like worse than The Simpsons. It looks rough.
It is not worse than The Simpsons.
It is not worse than The Simpsons.
We touched on Invincible.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to give spoilers, but have you guys seen that new episode?
I'm current. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
My friend said it was the single best episode of Invincible ever.
No,
I don't know if I agree with that. What's the best one ever?
Scene was the best episode.
The Conquest fight. The
Conquest fight is for me.
The first Conquest fight is the best episode in all of Invincible. I was nauseous by the like 3/4 of the way through it. He's like, when he's fucking Oliver up, and then Mark keeps getting more and more fucked up to the point where you're like, oh, he's out of commission. And then he comes back and he's just like compound fractures attached to a torso, and he's screaming bloody murder. And then get the fucking the magic hits Conquest and melts his skin off. But all of those Jeffrey Dean Morgan lines, it's something like, stand ready for my coming, worm. Fuck, what did he say?
Is that what he says? Does that mean something different than he might have gone for? I don't know. I
Mark's
thought
like,
Kyle and I
you
have
don't want to mess with me right now. I just want to hit something as hard as I can. Great.
I was watching
the last one, though. Not only did it have a really good fight scene, which I enjoy, but I had kind of wanted to see, I can't remember her name, Mark's mom, talk to Omni-Man again. Debbie, thank you. Yeah, that scene where Debbie and Omni-Man talk about realistic. The past. It was, and I wanted to see where that would go. I always kind of wondered like how Nolan would handle this. And
Invincible spoilers, by the way. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Light
spoilers, right? We're keeping the details out. But to me, that episode had two major things. We got to see Debbie talk to Omni-Man, and we got to see another big fight.
The chick, the girl with the mech.
She's new to me. Where'd she come from?
And why do they think she's a threat? Like she's not. She doesn't do anything that great,
dude. She's like me playing a shooter on my worst day. She does nothing but miss with her bullets, and
they don't do anything.
You know the circus thing where they throw the knives next to everyone? That's all she did her entire fight scene. Missed by a little.
Out of all the people they could have gathered for that army, why? It didn't make no sense to me. But it's funny because I was watching when the new season started, I was watching it, and when you saw what happened to the Viltrumites, my son goes like, they had it coming. I don't feel bad for them. They had it coming. All those billions of bodies in space. And I'm like, I totally agree. Those Viltrumites are just jerks, bro. It's like, they had it coming. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for them at all.
It says something to me when a person, or in this case, a race of people, is awful when they're on top and have everything. And then they're awful again when they're on the bottom and don't have anything. Like there's no situation in which these aren't terrible people. All right. That's all I need to know.
I, for one, welcome the Viltrumite Empire. They're literal space gods. They fly from planet to planet. They don't even have spaceship. Well, they do, but the spaceships seemingly are further like minions to use. They don't need them, apparently. They can just fly wherever they want. They're space gods.
Why do they have
Why
minions?
not allow them to rule our planet? I would absolutely. I'd be a collaborator. I would absolutely be like, I'd be wearing like an Omni-Man fucking shirt. Everybody be like shitting on me in public and stuff, calling me a traitor. I'd be like,
you don't get to choose. You'd be wearing latex and a ball gag. They're here to breed.
Whatever they want. Whatever they want. Like whatever they need, you know, like I feel like we're only going to benefit from bending the knee to the Viltrumite Empire.
Did you wear underwear under your chaps? This is the last time I talked to you about this.
Listen, that wouldn't be. Listen, the chick who came to breathe with Mark though was kind of hot. Short hair. What's her name again?
Yeah, I can't think of her name, but
Anissa.
I don't know if you've read the comics, but she's coming.
I
back.
know what happens in the comics.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do you?
I wonder if that's going to happen in the show.
No.
Pretty hardcore. You say no?
I think her time has passed. I don't think they're.
Are we going to get Fat Eve?
I wonder about that. I'll give it.
They call her Fathom Eve.
This I will spoil for people. It's not a big spoiler, but people who watch the show know Eve is pregnant. That happened a few episodes ago. Catch up. And she gets fat while she's pregnant, and then she struggles to lose the baby weight. But Mark fucking digs it. Mark's into Fat Eve. And I wonder if that whole thing will play through on the TV show.
Despite the
are you talking about the comic?
Yeah.
I think so. Well, I've watched YouTube videos about the comic. I'm not an actual comic reader.
Okay.
Yeah, despite the fact that her powers are seemingly magical and allow her to like rearrange matter and energy itself. Like, I feel like she could slim herself down. She'd give herself a BBL if she wanted.
Yeah, I always thought that about the heck is Elastigirl.
Elastigirl. Oh yeah.
Elastigirl could look any way she want, and she chose fucking thick.
The Invincible superhero show, the cartoon. I know you guys are both big into that. I've never seen it. I saw like it started getting served to me in my Twitter algorithm because it's getting destroyed for the animation quality. Like this is really laugh out loud. Like there's like a dragon flying, and at some point they just turn it into a PNG and drag it closer. Like it stops moving, it stops blinking. The fighting
several
like,
episodes ago, but yeah.
Apparently, I guess they wasted all their money on voice actors, like being big time celebrities, and so a lot of people online are like the animation it's insultingly bad. That's what they're saying.
Let me hit that back. So I'm usually not a stickler for animation. This is the first season where I ever noticed, like, man, nothing but a jaw has moved for the last 15 seconds. This is the first time I've seen. I usually don't take notice of just things that are like PNGs dragged across the same background. But this season I have noticed it's worse. And it ties into my lonely, unpopular stance that bring on the AI. Here's my thing. It used to be that artists brought two things to the table. One was mechanical ability. And we all get that, whether it's the guitar or the drawing or an animation, especially. It's a mechanical ability that we don't have. The other is taste. With AI, I think taste becomes more important than mechanical ability. It's just refining your prompts until it meets your standard. People say AI is slop. That's because I made it. I made 2 songs, liked one of them, thought I was good. That's good enough, right? No, but if you have a guy with exacting standards, then he can do the work of 15, 30, 100 animators in a day. That's the guy I want working on Invincible. Not saying make slop. I'm saying take that taste that made you a great animator in the first place and use a better tool.
The problem's money. Now, I don't know. I have obviously seen the meme where they lay out the entire cast of voice actors, and you're like, holy shit. They got John Hamm to play security guard number 2 in season 1, episode 1. I hope he worked for free. And that's kind of my thought process. Like, I hope a lot of these guys are working for free to be part of this, or they owe Prime a favor, or they want some producer to like them at Prime or something, and they just came in and did a few hours of work. I don't know what their budget is for that, but whether they're blowing it there or not, the real answer is money. Because I remember Game of Thrones had a season out every fucking year because they had 2 crews. I wanted to ask what you thought about the new episode of Invincible, and if you've caught up on The Boys.
No, you should watch Backrooms, the actual shorts. Watch like the he made like long shorts, 15 minutes long. Watch one of them, and it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Then you'll get the movie.
As far as Invincible goes, I really liked it. I expected it to be a slower episode, so I went into it knowing last episode was like one of the greatest of the greats. There was tons and tons of action. I can fully expect this one to be kind of a rebound off that while one of the characters does his thing. And it wasn't just that. It was actually pretty good. There was some character building, which I enjoyed. And then there were some fights. And I was like, damn, Invincible feels like it's firing on all cylinders this season. I know people are fussing about the animation. We talked about that early on. But I guess for me, animation is just not the most important thing about the show. I think if I was king, I'd have them invest in the voice acting like they did.
Yeah, I agree with you. I really do. I liked watching the web comics. You know, that was enough for my brain to paint the picture of the show already. So I don't mind. I wish it was better. Don't get me wrong. I saw someone on Reddit just added shading to the Conquest fight, the most recent one, and it's like, fuck. Why did they just do that? I bet they just like clicked the button and like made it like much more impactful and more like, I don't know. It looked
even
better.
if he spent all day on it, I think this studio should have had a guy like him spend all day on it. You know?
Yeah, it looked way better. No, I liked the episode a lot. The Thrag guy, it isn't imposing enough, and neither is his voice actor. Like, I feel like they've underplayed him so much, but he's been on screen so much at the same time that I don't have any respect for him. I guess I know in the back of my head that he's probably the toughest guy in the whole show.
The show is like 99% positive reviews.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good.
Where do you watch it on?
Amazon.
Amazon, yeah. Wow. So you're not familiar with Invincible?
No.
It's animated. It's based on a cartoon. I think we're in season 5. Does that sound right, Kyle?
Yeah, we're in season 5. It's based on a comic by the same guy who wrote Walking Dead, whose name's escaping me right now.
Cool.
And it is I think the comic is done. The story's all fleshed out to the end, and now they're making a TV show out of it, and it's good. It's good. So
yeah, it's tons of famous voice actors.
I'm not an anime guy. I can't think of another comic I like. I liked One Punch Man season 1 from like 10 years ago. That was good. But I
like Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online was amazing. The first season, same.
That one I'm not familiar with. Yeah, so like Sword Art. What I'm trying to say is I don't love every anime out there. I tried to watch Attack on Titan.
If you played Ultima, Sword Art Online was kind of based on Ultima in some ways. A lot of it. But it's awesome because Ultima had all these bugs, and the show is sort of about those bugs. But if you die in the show, you die. You know, the characters would die in real life, and but the same bugs they had in Ultima Online are in the show, which is amazing. It's crazy.
For me, a TV show almost has to overcome the fact that it's animated, and this one does it.
Yeah. I do wish the animation was better though. There's some emotional moments. Like if we're just having a fist fight, it doesn't have to be crazy for me, but there are some emotional scenes where like people are crying and like, why did you do this to me? And I'm like, you could probably animate her face a little better. Like the actress is killing it right now. It's like I can't remember her name, but like she's killing it, and the animation isn't.
Meanwhile, only her lips are moving.
Yeah, like a little tear. It's like, come on, hell, do a little better. No, I like it. I like this most recent episode. It really seems like the story is kind of coming to a head here. We're heading to fight the big bad at the big bad planet. The whole team is together. So yeah, I'm on board. I like it.
Are you familiar with the storyline of what happens on Flaxion?
I don't. I must
planet
not.
Omni-Man went to and destroyed, but somehow they came back this season anyway.
The Flaxions? Isn't that the? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I know what's going on there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what's going on that's not in the show? Like you're familiar with what the comic does? Okay, yeah. So there's a whole lot to flesh out with those characters that's still coming. I look forward to seeing what they do with it. Yeah. Yeah. The comics are quite good.
Flaxion? An amazing show. Flaxions. There's space. If we go to space, there's a whole galaxy of like aliens, and there's a big evil empire made of basically Kryptonian supermen who are kind of have like a Spartan-esque like society where only the strong survive and they conquer every planet. And those are our main characters, or some of our main characters. The main character is a half-breed. He's half Kryptonian essentially and half Earthling, and he's got a heart. And so there's a big, there's superheroes. The voice acting alone really got me on board. Like J.K. Simmons in there as Omni-Man is so good. Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Conquest is so good.
Steve Young, is that his name?
Badass.
Steve Wynn? Who's the main?
Yeah, I always think it's Glenn from Walking Dead, the Asian guy. Like, he's in this with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, also from Walking Dead. And in Walking Dead, Jeffrey Dean Morgan bashed in Glenn's brains. Well, he gets the other side of it here, where Glenn gets to beat Jeffrey Dean Morgan to death. So that's kind of
You're right. I didn't look at it through that lens.
Invincible comes back out with a new episode. We finally go to planet Viltrum and face down Emperor Thrag, and holy
a bunch
shit,
of dragged PNGs fighting.
They did like a 20-minute fight scene. Like the episode's maybe 45, 50 minutes, and 20 solid minutes of it are just Superman combat in space to the death with
Is it
people
good
getting,
though?
Oh,
because
I loved it. I'm cheering.
of the combat in this show.
Okay,
so good.
You might be
maybe
seeing
I'm
people
probably
angry
getting,
at the show,
I'm
like
probably
showing
getting the worst
seconds.
sure.
Yeah. I am like, when you do Battle of the Bastards, the episode that follows that isn't also Battle of the Bastards. This season has had like 5 Battle of the Bastards, just banger after banger after banger. And I keep thinking like, oh, there's going to be a come down, this week. Don't expect it to be like last week, but it is. I think Invincible's firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, the animation is definitely lacking.
Glad you guys are like
there was a scene in the most recent episode where a character gets like punched in space in the background, and they're like flying from the recoil being punched, and then they literally disappear. They forgot to keep animating it. That character, it just pooped, but it was in the background. It was a little popcorn poof in the back. The animation could be better. I wish it were better, but it rises above that little lack that it has. Like it's the story.
Sometimes
so good,
you forget
the characters are so strong. Well, it was like a fight, some background shit. It wasn't that there in the foreground were 2 like Supermen ripping each other apart.
Yeah. You remember in the background of Braveheart where fucking Grimace walked by?
Dude, you go watch the background of Braveheart, you're going to see a lot of people just kind of like having schoolyard stick fights. And
Braveheart's a bad
committing.
example because you're exactly right. Yeah, they really did the
checkmate,
shaky cam to try.
Aren't there like cars? Yeah. Where is their car? Is it Lord of the Rings? Is it
definitely not?
It might be Braveheart. There's
been anachronistic stuff in the background, planes, like jet stream, contrails, stuff like that.
I can see how that could happen.
Yeah, that's a real fuckaroo.
Chemtrails.
But what I was going to say about the show, like basically, Taylor, we met General or Emperor Thrag maybe like last season. We got a glimpse at him. He's like the Thanos character, but we haven't seen him do anything yet. Last episode, he was very passive. He was like overseeing a battle and never got involved. And then he had to chicken out and run away at the end. And it was like, our heroes have this. We've got like 7 heroes on our side stacked up. We got a guy with a super pistol that shoots through planets. We got a girl in a robot suit that can kind of do anything. We've got like 3 Viltrumites, like a father and 2 sons, and we've got an old Viltrumite whose powers we don't even know the scale of this old guy wearing the toga who shows up. And then we've got the Alan the Alien played by Seth Rogen, who's like a Cyclops. It's kind of a mystery. Like he doesn't even know why he's so strong. They like made him into a super soldier. He's like the Captain America of the space Cyclopses. Like he's so hardcore. He can seemingly take on a Viltrumite himself. You got it, yeah. And so like they're going to planet Viltrum, a planet whose rings are made of dead Viltrumites as a memorial to this Holocaust they had. It's terrifying. And there's General Thrag or Emperor Thrag or whatever. And when we finally see him fight, it's like, oh no, no, we're not even. It's not even a fight.
Our strongest guy flies from like 100 kilometers away at super speed, ready to give the hardest punch that's ever been punched. And he's like, grabs it, breaks his hand. You're like, what the fuck? What do we do? What do we do if that's our best guy? This is a bit of a spoiler. Just one thing: the super old Viltrumite. These guys get stronger and stronger and stronger. He grabs him by the head and the waist and pulls him apart. Just pulls his head off.
Sounds cool as hell.
Yeah,
Team Thrag.
Thrag.
I don't know what his goal is, but he sounds cool.
We don't even I don't have an idea of what to do with him. He can beat all of our guys up at the same time, seemingly. You give him your best shot, and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Like nothing fazed him. He didn't even get that like bloody nose and smirk kind of moment. Like, huh, oh, that for a single drop of blood. You don't even get that. You can't even hit him. I don't think they ever hit him. And at one point, a player, one of the guys headbutts him with like a flying Superman headbutt, and Thrag is just like, yeah, let's take it. Like, and it just nothing stops him. He punches our hero so hard that our hero leaves. We're in space fighting, by the way, outside the planet. He hits our hero so hard, our strongest hero, that he hits the planet like a meteor and makes a crater. And flies down to the planet, talks some shit, and then he does like a wind up uppercut punch that makes the wind like fly into the room.
The strongest hero is that guy from the
Omni-Man. It's J.K. Simmons
from the insurance commercials. Yes.
Yeah. He hits J.K. Simmons with an uppercut that he just punched him from space down to the planet, and now we're on the planet, and he uppercuts him so hard he leaves the planet and goes back into space.
It seems like diplomacy might be an option here.
That's what makes him a really good villain. He offers diplomacy. He's this Thrag guy is like, hey, you guys are misguided. What are you doing? You're siding with them? We're Viltrumites. All is ours. What are you doing? Leave him. You don't think he's going to turn on you the second you get rid of me? Join with me. We'll defeat him and rule together. See, all will be forgiven. And our guy's like, fuck all that noise. And he's like, okie dokie. And like makes a tornado punch or some shit. Like, it was like something out of an anime.
He does just like Woody just did. He does Three Stooges shit on him.
he like cranks this punch up, and you see the wind like come into the room. Like he creates a vacuum with the punch like wind up and hits him so goddamn hard he turns into like a beam of light as he flies through the roof and into space again. It's a really overpowered bad guy.
Thrag seems cool.
The Viltrumites are really durable and they can recover from seemingly mortal wounds.
Oh yeah.
But one of their go-to moves is the knife hand. They just put their hand in a straight line like this, poke them in the belly, and their hand goes out the other side. And then they start pulling intestines out. And you're like, how is this survivable? He just needs some protein. He'll be all right.
Oh no, he found our weakness, being torn apart.
That is their weakness. Their only weakness is being torn in half. I think they'd survive being torn in half. You really got to get the head off the body.
The ends together real quick. I think they might get pulled through. Sure.
If you're quick about it.
It is.
It was a banger of an episode. It was so good. When those episodes end, first of all, they're not too short. They're nice and long. They're 40, 50 minutes. And at the end of it, you get that it's over. You've had your fill, but you still want some more. I'm like buffering toward the end, hoping there's a post-credit scene. There usually is. No post-credit scene. But I'm like, fuck, because the end of the episode is like our boys are beaten half to death, and most of them escape, and they're like trying to figure out where the bad guy went. And then Mark goes, he's heading to Earth. And then the episode ends, and you realize that like Thrag's at Earth now with his boys. Like he's still got a killer squad with him.
Praise Thrag.
Praise Thrag.
Seems pretty sick.
I always say I would bend the knee to the Viltrumites. They are clearly gods compared to us. They are gods in every measurable way. That is a god. Not only do they have like space technology that's like generations and generations ahead of us, that alone almost makes them worship worthy. They fly, and I don't mean like they fly to like town or they fly to Tokyo on a lark. They fly to other star systems by like flexing real hard and just going
by looking really determined.
They seem to be immortal unless you like really rip their head off. Like they just live thousands of years.
Well,
Nolan is 1,000 years old.
Yeah, and he looks good. Kyle said he'd bend the knee, but the thing is, they're coming to Earth because Viltrumites and Earthling like biology work well together. Mm-hmm. I think I'd flirt, right? Oh, yeah. I'd be there in my paramotor, like not bad for a human, huh?
Yeah. I'm with you 100%. I'm trying to get me some Viltrumite pussy. That's got to be the and don't make her. I can just imagine like what if I make her come and she contracts and crushes my cock, like it just explodes. That's how I want to die. Oh my God, that's how I want to die. What happened to Kyle? Oh, he made us put it on his tombstone just before he passed out from blood loss. He was crushed by a pussy to death.
I just watched the clip. That's so funny watching that super confident superhero have his head and arm torn off. Thrag.
He did it to everybody. Like just left and right. Thrag is like, enough of you. And it's like, oh God, did he just kill a main character? Oh fuck! He just ripped that kid's face off. Like,
was that really a main character?
Brutal. They were all main characters at this point. You know, this is the 4th season. Everybody's kind of a main character at this point. We're all kind of
Viltrumite, like. I guess they don't have superpowers against weight gain.
Yeah, no. Like they kind of have power bellies. Like a couple of the Viltrumites, I guess you could call them fat, but it's sort of a strong kind of fat.
Yeah, they're like world's strongest man fat. They've got those pivot bellies. And apparently the go-to move is to sword punch through the belly. Might want to build that thing up. That's just sit-ups. I'd wear some armor.
Well, based on this 1 minute clip, resistance is futile. Thrag wins.
I've read the comics, so I know resistance isn't futile. But even I don't remember the specifics of how we win. I just know eventually.
Does he have like maybe a peanut butter allergy?
It could literally be that like he surrenders and leaves or something like that. Or I don't know how they eventually are going to defeat this guy. I just know eventually it happens, but I have no idea how.
Of course they have. Yeah,
you know who does it?
I don't even know who does it. Yeah.
Okay.
I read through the comics. Like I knew exactly what was going to happen on 2 episodes ago when Mark fought Conquest for the second time. I was like, I can't wait for Mark.
Oh, is this guy not Conquest?
No, right. Conquest. That's what Mark says. Dead. Invincible flies up and he's like, I killed Conquest and I'll kill you. And when he says that, all of the Ultramites are like, the fuck? That guy killed Conquest? Because Conquest is always like, even in some flashbacks, you see that Conquest is like afraid of Thrag, but he's almost thinking about trying Thrag. Until now, Conquest has been the most.
You got to earn a name like Conquest. Yeah.
The way Mark kills Conquest in their second fight, he gets him like this to choke him, to strangle him. And he says, that's the last breath you'll ever take. And Conquest is beating Mark senseless for minutes while he chokes
pulling
him
his intestines out.
Can he not just like pull his hands
Mark
apart?
won't let go.
Mark's a Viltrumite too.
Mark is very strong.
Well, we've already established that there are different tiers of strength within these guys.
But he won't let go, Taylor. He's super pissed.
So Mark is a bit of a question mark
gas station.
On the power.
And Conquest just
get me angry and set me in front of this fucking piano.
That's how it works. That's how it seemingly works.
Okay, well maybe.
Mark is Invincible, the title character, and he's Viltrumite/human, which apparently is a really good recipe. And his power scaling is sort of undefined. Like he just hit puberty 3 years ago. So he keeps getting better at a rate that's not normal. He's like, he beat Conquest. Like we don't know where Mark's limit is.
I don't think it's lore or canon, or rather, but it should be that the way they can, that age makes them more powerful, but sustaining and recovering from damage should make you more powerful. Because if that were the case, Mark has been beaten with an inch of death a dozen different times.
You know that's how Alan the Alien works.
I didn't know that, no.
Yeah, every time Alan the Alien like takes damage or whatever, he levels up. And that's pretty neat.
That would explain a lot because he's continuously getting like stronger and and I love Battle Beast. They got
he's not allowed to like masturbate or have sex. All of his semen is supposed to go towards making more Allens, but he has a girlfriend whose like entire concept of connection and such is basically banging. Her name is Genitalia. It's a play on that. It's like General Talia.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Oh, that's
you
sweet.
Didn't catch General Talia.
They don't say it nice and slow for you, and there's plenty of gobbledygook. She's like, "This is General Talia, and this is Pete the prick," and
that's so obvious. Bro.
We told you the other day how her and Alan were fucking constantly. Omni-Man's just being tortured by the sounds of them banging all night, every night.
Yeah,
I like that little side bit. Every time she sees him, it's like time to bang again.
Yeah, he stuck one past the goalie with General Talia.
Have you ever seen the Saturday Night Live bit where they have Colonel Angus?
Have a blessed day, motherfucker. Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.